Hi, my name is Lindsay. Welcome to Love Them Well. I'm a middle school teacher at a private school. I absolutely love it. My family homeschooled for several years before this year, which is my first year back in the classroom after 10 years of being home with my kids and homeschooling them. It has been a wonderful experience, but I sure have learned a lot. And I want to talk about a few of those things that I learned in this video. So at the beginning of the school year, I was teaching math and I was giving out homework for the students to practice what we had learned in class. But I wasn't collecting the homework because of course you do your homework to practice what you learned because you just want to learn, right? Wrong. I did not remember or realize that the students have to be held accountable for that homework. So I started collecting it and doing a completion grade. I have a hard time grading homework. Sometimes I had to, but I have a hard time grading homework because you don't know who's getting help with it at home, who is really struggling and didn't get any help that night, which I totally get. Parents are busy too, but I don't want to count that against them. So homework is oftentimes just for completion, but I didn't even want to take it for a grade because I thought, wouldn't you just do your homework because you love to learn? The same kind of goes for these reading journals. I'm going to post a video below of my thoughts and hopes and dreams for our reading class at the beginning of the school year. And it worked out great when I was homeschooling, this idea that the students would read what they want to read, they'd maybe write a little summary that week, keep a log of what they're reading. I just assumed that students would do that because we all love to read, right? But no, I totally get it that students get busy with things going on. So it didn't really work out the way that I thought that it would, which is totally fine. So about halfway through the second semester, we stopped the reading log and we did a lot of our stuff in class instead of me having them try to do that outside of class. Although I still encouraged all the time, like, please keep reading, please read as much as you can. We did have a 20-book goal, and I'm hoping that all the kids reached that goal. I know a lot of them did, and we'll be seeing that soon if they did. And that was just for them to see, like, how many books can I read in a school year? Hopefully they learned that reading can be fun when you do it on your own at home. As a teacher, you can't make everybody happy. I know that's something I should have just assumed and should have already learned in life, but I think I'm going to constantly be learning this in life, that no matter what you do, you won't make everyone happy. In the same day, I learned that I give too much homework and I don't give enough homework. So I'm not going to be able to please everybody. So I've learned that I will set my standard for next year. This is what we do, and I will have it all written out in the syllabus, and then I will stick with that. I think any year it's your first year teaching, whether it be homeschooling or in the classroom, you're learning all along the way of things that you don't want to do next year or things that you do want to do the next year that did work. So I'm taking mental notes of all those things, and I'm hoping that I can have that set at the beginning of the year and not have to change too much as we go through the year. I learned that 7th and 8th grade students still like stickers and stamps. So I bought stickers for my Spanish class next year that have words in Spanish on them, and I have stamps that are in English for my other classes. And they would ask me if I didn't put a stamp on their paper, why didn't I get a stamp on my paper? I'm so sorry, I didn't know you were taller than me, I didn't know you wanted a stamp on your paper. So stamp. So that stuff's really fun, and I have plans next year to make those stamps super special. Like, if you get a B or an A on a paper, you get a stamp. And so hopefully that will be motivation for them, because it was motivation this year for things that were really silly that they got stickers and stamps for. So middle school kids, probably even high school kids, still like stamps and stickers. So I already know this about myself. I'm very nerdy and I can be very awkward, and I don't care if I make a situation kind of weird, but that worked out great for teaching middle school because they probably already feel that way, kind of awkward, not really sure of themselves. And if their teacher is even more awkward, then the pressure's off them. That's my theory right now. So I had so much fun this year just being really weird and silly. For April Fool's Day, obviously they knew it was me, but I pretended like I had 2 subs that day. My sister, Mrs. Smith, and my grandma, Nana Edna. I really liked playing Nana Edna, and I, to this day, when they ask about it, I am pretending like it was Nana Edna. It was her, and I will never deny it. So Nana Edna came in and was all hunched over, and she talked like this. And when they asked me a question, I'd be like, I don't know the answer to that, Shani. And I'd start telling stories like, back in my day in 1954. And then I'd stop, and they'd say, what's your story? what do you mean, what's my story? I'm not telling any stories. So it was really fun. I was super goofy with it and it was fun. Being able just to take any possible day we can celebrate and doing it, like Star Wars Day or Pie Day, anything that we can, making a fun day out of it. And I hope that it creates good memories for the kids and that they enjoyed being here in the classroom. The most important thing that I learned this year is that what I do in my day, whether it be here at school or at home, it is for the glory of God. God gives me enough to sustain me for today. I don't have to worry about tomorrow. Now, sometimes I still do, but I don't have to, because it doesn't matter if I start feeling overwhelmed with tomorrow or the next day or the next week or the whole semester. That's a lot, but that's why God doesn't call us to worry about all of those things. He sustains us for today and to do what we need to do today and let Him take care of tomorrow. And so that's been something I've had to really practice this year because it's hard. It's hard to not get overwhelmed, especially going back to teaching after being home for so many years. And hopefully I can do a better job of that even next year because it's not easy for me to not get overwhelmed. Thanks for following along with the journey. I cannot wait to show you what we're doing this summer at home and then of course next school year. This YouTube channel is just so much fun for me. It is such a fun creative outlet and I am enjoying making videos and sharing my world with you. I hope you guys have a great day, a great summer, and I will see you all next time. Bye.